Hi everyone. It's not often times where I've even thought about reporting a driver on the road, but this incident I have done. Let's have a look at it.
You shouldn't ever be worried about using all the road space and having an ability to fit into traffic on your right if there are parked vehicles up ahead.
Thanks. Why did you speed up?
Because I'm not letting you should have been over anyway.
Is that?
It's alright.
I'm a little scared.
Don't start giving me
I'm a little scared.
You're driving instructor, you should know to be over.
Is that how you work? So what's your thoughts on that? It's not the best clip where the private hire driver actually changes his mind from where he was going just to then go and have a go at a learner car. Now, I'm going to be brutally honest on what happened after that clip. There was a bit of a shouting match. It's something that you shouldn't do, but in that particular moment I found that that was the best way to stop the situation, because I heard a little weakness in his voice. His voice started shaking, so there was a little bit of a shouting match for a couple of minutes, and I just said, go on, Annie, you're following me, why have you changed your mind on where you're going? And the fella, in the end, I think he saw a little bit of sense and drove off. But the reason why I'm showing this clip is not to give my example of how I dealt with it, because you could probably deal with this in a better way. You can just literally put your window up and ignore someone, don't even make eye contact. And that's a mistake that I make in this clip. There's a better way of dealing with things, but I'm really passionate about how people view and treat driving schools. And some taxi driver to turn around and follow from a different direction and be as aggressive as he was, if that was to happen to someone else who's maybe not 6'2" and a little bit of kickboxing me time, that's not the point though. The key is, if he was going off to do this to someone who maybe isn't as strong of a character, there's going to be all kinds of problems. It may even put that driver off driving for life. So that's the main reason why I'm showing it. Now, I said at the start that I've never even thought of reporting anyone. I haven't. But this guy, I have reported. I've reported him, first of all, to Delta, the taxi company, whose response was actually dreadful. They really washed their hands with this incident and virtually said, he's self-employed, it's down to him on how he behaves. So that's really for me saying, if the taxi company has no say in how their drivers drive, no wonder often it's Delta drivers who I have the biggest problem with on the roads. So I couldn't go any further with that. They just weren't having anything of it. So I took it to the licensing authority and I've made a report to them about the incident. I uploaded all of the footage, 2 minutes before this incident, which you haven't seen, and 2 minutes after, which is always important to get the true reflection of how someone is actually driving. So I've gave them all of that, and I've gave them all the sweary bits as well, so they get a true idea of exactly what's going on. And I've spoken to a lady there, and they've said that if he's got a previous complaint against him, that after this complaint he will be suspended. Now, I didn't know that was the case, and I actually think that's a good idea, that they look at things on what's happened previously as well. So if you do have a private hire driver who is an angry head like this guy, if people do report them, they're then going to feel it. They're going to feel it in the pockets, because they will be suspended. So that's what I've decided to do. I'm still yet undecided on whether to report it to the police, and I'm still really up in the air with this. I don't know what to do with it. I'm probably not going to hear a response from the licensing authority, because data protection is probably going to restrict them from telling me exactly what's gone on. But I'm unsure on what to do regarding the police, and I'd like everyone's input onto this. Do you think this is a worthy incident to report to the police? If so, give us the reasons, or if not, give us the reasons. And hopefully, from a wider perspective from all my viewers, I'll come to the correct decision. So effectively, I'm not necessarily just going to leave it up to all my viewers, but I'd like input from a wider audience on what you think is the best thing to do with this. But just remember, my way of dealing with this in this situation isn't really the best way to deal with it. The best way to diffuse the situation is always to say nothing, not even to gesture thanks or why did you do it like I did, but literally just ignore it, just let it go. But keep safe, everyone. Look forward to hearing or reading everyone's point of view on this one. But thanks for all your support, and I'll see you all soon.